all it takes is getting your trailer house repossessed to cure you of the ITC disease.
So you finally said, you know, look, I can't go any lower than this.
So they called at the right time, and I said, what time is that meeting?
Okay.
I went to Dallas, 150 miles one way. I went to Dallas to my first meeting with 2 problems nobody else has ever had at a meeting. First problem, didn't know if the old car would ever get me home. If I got home, didn't know if my house would be there. It's sitting on wheels, and the banker seems pretty serious about coming to get it. So I go to this meeting, broke and negative. Those two usually go together. And it's not very long into that meeting that they're telling me I need to come up with $5,000.
How are you going to do that?
For a garage full of water filters, and those trailer houses don't even come with garages.
Right.
So I'm sitting there saying, man, if I had $5,000, I wouldn't be here. I'd be home making 2 trailer house payments. But you know how this business goes, industry goes. Right. You sit there and listen, and all of a sudden you're getting pumped up and fired up and excited, and you go home. You came to the meeting broke with no hope. You go home broke with hope.
Right.
But this was NSA, where I met you.
Yeah.
And the company did a phenomenal run, as we both know. But
they've since turned into Juice Plus. It's a nutritional supplement company around the world. But this is where we both kind of got involved, got started in the profession, got to know each other a little bit. So anyway, I don't know how you solve this problem. You get home, you got a wife that probably doesn't have the most faith in you. You're living it. You got this trailer park. You're behind on payments. You got a car that doesn't work. I know people all the time are coming and saying, you know, look, I'd love to join network marketing, but the economy's tough right now, you know, or I'd love to join network marketing, but I don't know how I'm going to scrape the money together. What did you do?
Well, I'll tell you what these guys said in the front of the room that changed my life. They said, some of you probably don't have $5,000. I said to myself, he's been reading my mail.
Right.
But here's what they said. They said, we cannot guarantee you'll make any money here, but we can tell you how to never have $5,000. Just leave this meeting, go back to doing what you're doing before you got here, because it's obviously not working.
Right.
Now, boy, that one hit me like a ton of bricks.
Right.
But, you know, they're holding up this water filter saying it's going to make us rich, takes the chlorine out of the water, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no chlorine within 100 miles of that trailer house. If you live in them woods, you have a well in the backyard, or you're drinking out of the creek.
Right.
But I go home, fired up, pumped up, with some hope. And my wife is waking up and says, well, what did you see? I said, honey, I found it. We are back. But I said, it's going to take us $5,000 to find out. She said, where do you think you're going to come up with $5,000? I said, can I please have your wedding rings?
Really?
For 90 days.
Dude.
That was the biggest selling job I've ever done because she gave them to me. Next day, I'm driving back to Dallas in the old car. You get off on I-30, you turn right on East Grand Avenue. It's that first pawn shop on the left.
Wow. So
my Rolex is in the pawn shop. Her wedding rings are in the pawn shop, you know, but I've got $5,000 worth of water filters. And it totally changed my life. I'm talking about really quick. My first month's check, I'll never forget it, $41,200. And that'll get a guy out of the woods in a hurry.
Yeah.
But now remember, that was Christmas week of '86. I'm moving out of my mansion on the hill to the trailer house on the dirt road, not a blacktop road within a mile. Christmas of '87, Christmas week of '87.
1 year later.
1 year later.
And you waited 6 months.
I'm moving back to Dallas on a bigger house that one I moved out of for Christmas of '86. I'm driving a new gold Mercedes. I'm talking about a big one. And my wife got a bigger diamond than that one I took to the pawn shop.
Way back, yeah. So, okay, I mean, you can't just say, you snap your fingers and, you know, poof, it was a fairy tale and you move right back into the mansion and, you know, you kiss the frog and boom, everything takes care of itself. What did you do? You know, when you got home, you said, okay, here's my $5,000. You joined that company. What did you do to be able to create that type of income when you had no credibility, the context that, you know, you're living in a place that's difficult to build business because you're away from everybody. You drive in a car that probably isn't the most prestigious car in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You know, credit problems, everybody knows it. People are probably whispering about you behind your back. Oh, did you hear about Earl? Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible what happened to Earl. Oh, my gosh. Is he still alive, that Earl? So you got all this stuff going against you. What did you do in that first month in order to be able to create the type of income that you created? And how did you do it?
Well, when I parked that old car in front of people's houses, they had to wait 30 seconds for the smoke to clear to see who is this coming to make me rich. And they know I've lost my house, lost everything. They know I'm living in a trailer house on a dirt road, not a blacktop road within miles. They're looking at that old car sitting out there. And the first 6 out of 6 people that have parked that old car in front of their house wanted $5,000 worth of water filters.
Now, what did you say? What caused them to make that decision?
Well,
based upon what you were kind of up against?
They gave me some tools, and I needed tools. I had no credit and no credibility, but the tools became my credit. Back in those days, it was VHS tapes. Today it's DVDs, but really a better way of saying it today, it's the internet. Today, you don't have to buy VHSs or DVDs and mail them out and hand them out because everybody's movie is right on the internet. The internet has totally changed our industry today, made the whole world one small marketplace.
It makes it quicker, but what was the thing that you did when you had somebody view a DVD that's different than what people do today?
I sat there beside of them, kept my mouth shut, said I got something here you got to see. Put it in.
Push play.
Push play.
And then what'd you say
afterwards? Sat there, and it was an hour and a half long, and to be pretty honest with you, pretty boring, but it did a better job of selling them than I could do. Mm-hmm. They watch it, and they want to give me $5,000 and get in business with me.
Now, it wasn't but I will challenge you one thing. It wasn't the video presentation that got them excited.
Oh, they could see.
It was you that got them excited.
But people hear your music and not your words. You know, everybody wants to get ready before they go out talking to people. Let me tell you something. You can learn the script until you can say it in your sleep, but you can, people hear your music, not your words, like I just said. You got to be excited.
Yeah, so you were excited and you were committed.
You can learn that script, and they're not doing business with you unless you are excited. Mm-hmm. And I was excited to have some hope. You know, a good buddy of mine just made $10,000 in his first month. Well, it's not the $10,000 that impressed me as much as it was the guy that had earned it.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
I do.
But him earning it gave me some hope. I said, I got to be half as good as he is. So, but if I could make $5,000 a month, I'm saying that would totally change my life, keep me in my trailer house. But all of the millions that I made, spent 8 years with that company.
Yeah.
All of the millions I made, Eric, was from the work I did in the first 90 days.
Right.
Now, a year later, my buddies look at me and they say, oh, well, I mean, if I had Earl's new Mercedes and Earl's Rolex and Earl's house, I could get somebody interested in this business too.
Yeah.
But listen to me, you can make excuses or you can make money. The two will never go together. What they didn't understand is I made all of this money in my first 90 days, driving the old car, living in the trailer house on a dirt road, not a blacktop road within miles, wife's jewelry and my jewelry in the pawn shop.
Right.
But that's when I did all of the work that paid me for the next 8 years.